Hmm. I will say this. Um, for whatever reason, I've got like some throat stuff today, so I apologize if I'm clearing my throat and whatnot. As we go through today with a collection of quotes for an unstoppable attitude. I saw it. I was like, man, that's perfect timing for that. Perfect timing for quotes for an unstoppable attitude because any day is a good day for quotes for an unstoppable attitude because days go on. Sometimes you feel dragged down, sometimes you feel put upon, and I don't know, your energy ebbs and flows and whatnot. So I went on success.com and I found this quote or collection of quotes by put together by Lydia Sweat. I just put the link in the comment section, and it's called "You're Killing It." 15 quotes for an unstoppable attitude. The article starts like this on this beautiful, chilly Friday morning. Life is a wild card. You never know what new challenge or obstacles coming next, but you always have two options: take control or fold under pressure, because it's not always about what happens to you. Sometimes it's about how you choose to handle the storms, to keep moving forward with your life when uncertainty is raging around you. The strongest people don't quit, they simply grab their umbrellas. So, how do you know if you're killing it in life? If you have a never give up attitude, much like these 15 motivating quotes, then you're well on your way to crushing anything that comes your way. You've got this. So here we go. Uh, Fairly simple quote to start off today by Albert Einstein. It says, a ship is always safe at shore, but that's not what it was built for. Albert Einstein. So what does that mean? That means you are built around this core of strength. You're built around this, this foundation that's within you that is meant to be tested to get you to your goals and dreams. It's as simple as that. It's not about playing it safe. It's not about just doing whatever the bare minimums are. And it's not about letting somebody else dictate what your life is going to be. It's about what you want, what you deserve, what you want for your family, and you going out and getting it. Having that unstoppable attitude and getting your ship out into the sea. That's what it's built for. It's interesting because it says a ship is always safe at shore, and we know that that's not the case. Sometimes you play it safe. You take the comfortable route. You take the easy route. You take the safe route, and metaphorically staying or keeping your ship at shore to keep it safe. And then a hurricane comes through and destroys all the ship at shore. What does that mean? That means well, I've got this job, and I'm just going to stay here, etc. It pays the bills, whatever. You're fired. Wait, what? What happened? What? Wait, what? Had nothing to do whether you were showcasing your abilities. Had nothing to do whether you're just writing it out. Whether you're just kind of going with the flow. The hurricane came to you, so it didn't matter that your ship was docked, that your ship was at shore. It still got blasted, right? So we can't control that. A ship is always safe at shore, but that's not what it was built for. Albert Einstein. We're talking about an unstoppable attitude today. Next one, Michael Jordan. Some people want it to happen. Some wish it would happen. Others make it happen. Which one do you think Michael Jordan is? You know what I mean? If you're going to take advice from somebody who went after what they wanted and got it and then did it over and over again, right? It wasn't just like, did it one time, I'm done. No, one of those, like, for whatever you feel, however you feel about Michael Jordan, as a person, it doesn't matter. Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, others make it happen. Michael Jordan, that unstoppable attitude, getting what you want, going after what you need. Ayn Rand, the question isn't who is going to let me, it's who's going to stop me. That's a powerful one. Again, Ayn Rand, also a polarizing figure in some circles, but the quotes taken by themselves, a simple quote in and of itself, can hold its strength for eternity, like that one. That is a solid quote. The question isn't who's going to let me, it's who's going to stop me, right? I, do you have to ask permission to go after what you want? Do you have to get somebody else's blessing, to go after a goal or a dream? If that's what you're waiting for, that may never come. And even then, if you are dependent on somebody's blessing or somebody telling, yes, no, go ahead, I'll allow you. When that happens, and then down the road you encounter some sort of obstacle or whatever, and who's gonna who's gonna let me move forward from this? And nobody's around. So it's not about the question isn't who is going to let me, it's who's going to stop me. Ayn Rand. That's a great quote. All right. Next one, Oprah Winfrey. Do what you have to do until you can do what you want. And I've heard this a lot when we do like motivational meetings and things like that. It's a variation of this particular quote invariably comes up. Do what you have to do until you can do what you want. You got to do some stuff, especially early on. Oh, I got to take this, low paying job. I got to start the minimum wage job or whatever, or put up with this particular person because it's going to, it's a means to an end until you can do what you want, which means you've already earned your place. You've already went after what you want. You already got what you want. Now you can do what you want. But you can't do that if you don't do what you have to do. You've got your responsibilities. You've got your lumps. Really, you need to take life. Life is going to give you lumps. Life is going to give you obstacles. Life's going to throw stuff at you, and life's going to go quick. Sometimes it seems like, oh no, I've got all the time in the world. It's not the case, unfortunately. Do what you have to do until you can do what you want. Oprah Winfrey. Great stuff. Marilyn Monroe. We should all start to live before we get too old. Wow, that's a good one. Fear is stupid. So are regrets. Marilyn Monroe. That's a really good quote. We should all start to live before we get too old. Are you waiting? Are you waiting till when I retire, when I'm 65, when I'm 70, 67, I'm going to retire early at 63. And then start doing something, and then start living. You can live every day. But live. Not just exist. Not just wait for somebody to tell you what to do. Sorry. I got a scratch on my throat. We should all start to live before we get too old. Fear is stupid. So are regrets. Marilyn Monroe. And it's funny because the picture's a skydiver. Malala, Malala. I'm sorry I didn't learn your name before this. Malala Yousafzai. 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 I'm pretty sure now I'm mispronouncing that. I apologize. But we know her as Malala. When the whole world is silent, even one voice becomes powerful. Dang. That's a young girl. Young lady. Powerful voice. Powerful quote. When the whole world is silent, even one voice becomes powerful. Malala Yousafzai. Above all, be the heroine of your life, not the victim. Nora Ephron. I believe she's a director or a writer. Nora Ephron. Above all, be the heroine of your life, not the victim. Heroine. All right. Above all, be the hero of your life, not the victim. Take it on yourself. What is a hero? The hero is a person. The hero or the heroine is a person who gets things done, right? Person who faces adversity, faces the challenges, takes them on, does not shrink away from the challenge, does not crumple under pressure, but maybe they fall, but they get back up. The hero, the heroine. Above all, be the heroine of your life, not the victim. Don't wait for somebody else to be the hero of your life. Don't wait for somebody else to be the heroine of your life, because now you're dependent on somebody else to save you. You know, swim to shore. Don't just hope somebody's going to come around to try and keep you from drowning. Bruce Lee, this is a classic quote. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. And even if you're not faced with a difficult life, you have the strength to continue forward. You have the strength to face whatever roadblock, whatever challenge comes your way. So don't pray for an easy life. What's that going to get you? Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Bruce Lee. Again, you may not have a difficult life. Great. But at least you have the strength to endure it. And be ready just in case, right? Preparation. Great quote. Henry Rollins, singer, author, activist, I think. Singer for sure. Author for sure. Black Flag. Scar tissue is stronger than regular tissue. Realize the strength. Move on. All that is if you fall down, get right back up. You know, your life, success in life is not measured by how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up after you fall. And that's all this is. Scar tissue is stronger than regular tissue. Realize the strength. Move on. Henry Rollins. Great stuff. Steve Jobs. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. We're not talking insane here. We're talking about people who are thinking outside of the status quo. Not the, okay, this is what you're going to do. This is your lesson plan for your life. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And that's how you go. It's a straight line from here to there. Birth to death. That's it. That's all you got to do. And there's people going, but what about over there? What if I can change that? Wait, I want to change this. You know what would make this easier? This. You don't have an idea. That type of crazy. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Not just accepting whatever comes their way. Like, I think it was comedian Bill Burr who was like, it wasn't Steve Jobs who created everything. He just told people, hey, I want all my entire music collection in this phone or in this device. Get it done. But that order got it done, right? And just like with everything else that's created. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, some stuff is obviously created by a single person. But a lot of times it's collaboration. And definitely a collaboration of experiences to get to the point to where they are at that level of, or that point in their life to get things done, to be a creator. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Steve Jobs. Roland Tianko. The future belongs to the few of us still willing to get our hands dirty. That I've never understood that. I've never understood people who are afraid of getting their hands dirty, like literally working in dirt. Like, oh my gosh. I say, there's dirt upon me. I am filthy. They don't necessarily have to have a bad British accent, but you know what I'm saying. Get your hands dirty. What does that mean? Get the work, put the work in. Get the work done. Do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do, like Oprah said. The future belongs to the few of us still willing to get our hands dirty. Roland Tianko. Don't forget to share this video. Let your friends know where we're at. I'm on YouTube also, youtube.com/algaeman1, ALGAEMAN1/videos. You'll see them all there. Winston Churchill. You have enemies? Good. That means you've stood up for something sometime in your life. Are people talking bad about you? Are people talking about what you do in a negative way? because they don't understand it, they don't get it, they have something that competes with what you do, that's okay. That is not going to be the end all of what you're doing or of you more specifically. You have enemies? Good. That means you've stood up for something sometime in your life. What do you stand for? What's that other quote? If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Right? Oh, you're getting like bonus quotes today. It's a Friday, bonus Friday. Today we're talking about quotes for an unstoppable attitude as we head to get ready to head into the weekend. I'm going through these fairly quickly because we're talking about unstoppable. Let's not stop. Let's keep going. Confucius said, if you shoot for the stars and hit the moon, it's okay. But you've got to shoot for something. A lot of people don't even shoot. That doesn't even sound like Confucius to me. At least not the usual Confucius type quotes I've heard before. That actually sounds like a former DJ I used to work with. If you shoot for the moons, if you shoot for the moons and you miss, you're still among the stars, or whatever his outro was. So allegedly, and I don't know, this is listed or presented as Confucius. If you shoot for the stars and hit the moon, it's okay. But you've got to shoot for something. A lot of people don't even shoot. I think it would sound better said many people. Many people don't even shoot. It's like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. It's that other quote. You got to take a shot. Take a shot. You have a chance. You have an opportunity. Every single moment you're alive is a chance at rebirth, Al Guevara. Every single moment you're alive is a chance at rebirth. Take a shot. If you shoot for the stars and hit the moon, it's okay. But you've got to shoot for something. A lot of people don't even shoot. Confucius. We're down to the last couple. Whoops. Mae Jemison. It's your place in the world. It's your life. Go on, do all you can with it, and make it the life you want to live. How many stories, millions upon millions of stories of people who look back after a life of existence and say things like, I always wanted to, or I should have, or I could have, or I always dreamt of, but never did anything to change their situation. Never took a chance, a shot, action towards something that they dreamt about or wanted in their life or their life to be. It's your place in the world. It's your life. Go on and do all you can with it. Make it the life you want to live. Mae Jemison, ask yourself today, what am I doing to make my life the life I want to live? That's a question. Last one. T.S. Eliot. Only those who are willing to risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. What a wonderful quote to end this Friday Facebook Live. Wow. What a phenomenal quote. Only those who are willing to risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. T.S. Eliot. It's like when we talk about setting goals, right? They're like, well, I want to do this. Well, why don't, if you're dreaming, dream big. Well, I want to make $1 million. Well, why don't you tell yourself, I want to make $10 million? I want to make $10 million. I want to make $100 million. I want to make $10 million a month. I mean, you're dreaming. You might as well go big, risk going too far so you can find out exactly how far you can go. Who is stopping you? What was that quote by Ayn Rand at the beginning? The question, right? The question isn't who's going to let me, it's who's going to stop me. Who is going to stop you from dreaming big, from wanting more in your life, wanting more for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, and as I like to say, for future generations of your family that you'll never meet? Every single moment in your life is a chance at rebirth. What are you going to do today to push it further? Only those who are willing to risk going far can possibly find out how far one can go. Go far today. Go far this weekend. Write down some unbelievable, crazy goal that you want to do. Do it. Write it down. And then add to it and expand it and go for it. Take steps towards it. It's a beautiful day outside. It's going to be a fantastic, cool weekend in South Texas, and I hope to be back on Monday at 8 a.m. Share this video with your friends. Share this video with your loved ones. Let them know there are quotes for an unstoppable attitude. Let's change lives together. Knowledge is power. Imagination is king. Intelligence, your weapon. Read a good book today. Enrich your mind. That was my outro in radio. And now I leave you with that. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. Thank you for joining me today, whether you're watching it live or on replay. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. I wish you happiness, health, and safety and grace and dreams beyond anything you've ever dreamt of. Only those who are willing to risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. Till we meet again, we'll be talking.